Alright, so gonna give a little bike trip a try. I just got a new rack on the back of my bikes to be able to hold some bags, and just cleaned my bike and greased it up. So that's all good to go on the rack, so I can drive to the starting point tomorrow. We're gonna see what happens. So getting all my stuff set. Here is the pack that I got for the back of my bike that I'm planning to take, and then I got everything else laid out on the bed. So gonna be camping, so sleeping bag, tent, pillow pad, some clothes, biking clothes obviously. I got a lock so I can leave my bike somewhere. A small backpack in case I ever need to leave the campsite to leave the bike and stuff. I got some food, but I'm planning on really eating at just restaurants along the way, so I don't gotta carry it. So then my shoes on the ground. So I just gotta pack it in the bag now and get it on the back of my bike. I'll drive it up, so I won't be on my bike when I drive, but get it all situated. See where this goes. All right, I got most of my stuff in my bags. Not light, but not heavy. Not too bad. I'll throw the light on my back of my rack. Fill water in the morning, so it's cool. Might need a jacket and gloves tomorrow morning. You know, kind of play that one by ear depending on how cold it is when I leave. I might be leaving the pillow back. And then the tent and my sleeping bag and the stuff sack should fit on the top of that rack. Hopefully, we'll see. Alright, here's the setup loaded. So just strapping everything to the top. Light will go back here. Hoping, I just took a quick spin. I was kind of hitting some of these, so I might need to adjust these in the morning. Make sure that I'm not kicking them. I also don't have biking shoes on, so it'll fit a little bit better. But we're good to go. I'm gonna put these packs in the car, get the bike on in the morning, and off we go. All right, so I just pulled in to my starting point. I'm starting at my brother's lake house, just east of Newaygo, Michigan, and gonna head, I got 80 miles today, just under, hopefully, depending on the route, to get to Ludington is my goal for the day. It's like 8:15 right now, so I still gotta get my bike set up, but I'm here at the start, so hopefully leave by like 8:30, 8:45. Get on the road and see how the packs work, and I gotta make sure I pin them back so my feet aren't hitting them and whatnot. Yeah, go from here. Should be a good day. It's nice that I'm starting a little later because it was actually like really cold this morning, so it's warmed up quite a bit, so should be a good day riding. All right, here's the final setup before we go. Definitely pretty heavy, but I needed everything to get me through the week. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We're good to go. All right, we are off. 80 miles to Ludington, Michigan. Hopefully we don't have any mechanical issues or tire pops. Turned my light on in the back because I almost got blasted off the road the other day by a car. Clearly didn't see me till it was past me. Slammed on his brakes, locked his trailer up, and the hubcaps came off of his boat trailer. That's what you get for not looking, I guess. But I just want to be safe. It's a beautiful morning. So this didn't take me very long to mess up. I only got a couple miles down the road. And I ended up I'm following my maps like based on a walk, because I found that when you put on the cycling ones, it tries to like take you to actual like bike paths. You know, take you like miles out of the way just to go to those bike paths on your route. But the drive one, I didn't want to go on the biggest road, so I took the walk one, which gives you like the most direct route. But I am just walking sand right now. My bike's too heavy to pedal through this. I put my gravel tires on because I knew I might encounter off-road. So I'm glad to have those, but it's too deep sand to actually pedal through with skinny tires. So we're walking all the ways. It's all good. Alright, that was about as bad a navigational start as I could have had. I'm already 40 minutes in. I've only gone about 4 miles because I was dragging my bike through like 4 to 8 inches of sand for a few miles. So finally found the road. I ended up taking some power lines back on a service road. So I don't know. I knew this day was gonna be a long day, but I was kind of hoping it wasn't because of the stupid mistakes. We'll see what happens. Here we go. This is the gravel we wanted. Beautiful. Beautiful gravel roads out here. Made it through Nuevo in about an hour, which was a lot slower than I should have. I probably should have gotten it in 20 to 30 minutes, but all that sand in the beginning really screwed me over. So I made it through Fremont like 10 minutes ago. I just saw a deer in front of me actually. Yeah, the gravel's really nice. It's a lot slower, but no cars, no worries. A little bit of sand here, but really pretty out here. All right, I made it through Hesperia. I was kind of hoping to find like a roadside park or something, which I didn't. But so I just stopped on the side of the road, found some shade. Gonna drink some water, have some pizza. It's coming up on noon here in a minute. About 3 hours in to my bike. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Good place to stop. About 38 miles in. So doing pretty good for the day. It's nice out. And the last 10 miles were kind of brutal. I was on pavement, which was nice, quick, but straight in to the westerly prevailing winds, and the winds are kind of strong, so I was like going hard just to maintain like 13 miles an hour. 10 for a little bit just because winds were kicking up, but it's definitely beautiful out. Headed north now so I can pick up some speed for a little bit. Back on gravel. Just got off another windy westerly road for a few miles. So it feels good to turn north anytime that happens. North is doable. West is like just a slog through the wind. But I'm over 50 miles. It's awesome. So 30-ish, just under left. Beautiful. Good ride. gravel road through a farm and sand. Losing the total grip. So climbing a hill, it looks like it's getting less sandy up here. Just totally got washed out at the bottom though. Sand is my nemesis on this trip. Wow. 65 miles in, found a nice little park to stop at. Just gonna spend like 10 minutes drinking water and stuff. I have less than 14 miles to go actually. So it'll be a little less than 80, so that's nice too. Roads are clear, feels good. It's a campsite, just over 76 miles. Got a beautiful view of the cemetery. Gonna set the tent up and probably go in search of some food here soon too. Good day. Pretty simple camp setup. Tried to face my tent a long ways to the wind because it looks like probably got a 90% chance of rain tonight, so I'll put all this stuff in my tent later. The bike's either gonna stay out or I'm gonna put it in the bathhouse because I'm right next to it anyways. Going to the beach. Rainy evening, so I'm just finishing up the day, just kind of reading in the tent. Gonna lay down soon. Calves are sore, which is not something that I get sore very often. That's kind of it. A little bit lower back, but other than that, feeling pretty good. I didn't have to kill my legs today to get here. Although I'm a little sore from sitting on the saddle. Tomorrow, gonna get up and head into downtown Ludington. All right, so I woke up early. Got rained on all night. My tent was soaked, but nothing inside. Everything stayed dry, so I'm really happy with that. This is the Badger behind me. It goes across to Wisconsin, so I'm going to jump on that. I just rode a few miles into Ludington this morning. Not even a couple miles. And we're headed to Wisconsin. So I'll jump on, I'm gonna go get some food, jump on here in like half hour, and then head across the lake. riding the Badger kind of means a lot to me because I used to do it as a kid, just for like day trips. We used to camp in Penwater, which is just south of Ludington. We'd come up like once a summer and ride it across the lake and back, which I know some people are doing on the boat today too. It's a car ferry. It used to be a train ferry. It's actually like the last coal-powered steamship, I think in the U.S., which is going to change. I read somewhere they're going to change it to like something cleaner, but it is currently coal. Somewhere in the middle of Lake Michigan. Turned out to be a beautiful day. We had fog in the morning, and now it's back to just sun and back out on the deck. It's pretty. Welcome to Wisconsin. All right, so grab some lunch at Subway, make it easy. And now I'm just leaving Manitowoc. And just kind of pointed in the general direction of Sheboygan. I'm planning on kind of stopping there to just kind of mess around for a minute or walk around. So I got a 23-ish mile bike there. And relax a little bit, and then we'll head to the campsite from there, another like 15 miles past that. So it's good to be back on the bike. Way behind me. See it from the other view. Just looking east. Free ride. It's nice and leaving Sheboygan, so I'm like downtown right now, or at least in the suburb area. Just stopped for some chimichangas. This is like the first time I felt like my body like needed fuel. Like I couldn't. I looked and there's not really much south of here, so I was like, I gotta get it now. So I'm headed to my campsite. It's only like 5 miles south. It's not very far at all, so it shouldn't take me too long to get there. Set up camp for the night. Sheboygan's alright. Site number 2, Kohler Andre State Park, something like that. Pencil still wet from last night. So I tried to set it up at the edge so it gets a little bit of sun. So it dries out a little bit. Had a nice day though. Go check out the dude. Trying to figure out what to do tomorrow, and kind of decided just to play it safe and head all the way down to Milwaukee tomorrow. That way
Friday morning, I only have a short little jaunt to get back across the lake. So we're about 54 miles we're looking at to get all the way down to Milwaukee. So I'll kind of get up slowly. I'm not going to set an alarm and plug away at that. It's going to be hot tomorrow. It's going to be up to 93, something like that. So I want to get some miles in early and then probably relax in the middle of the day and then cap her off at night. So we'll see. Kind of see what comes. Usually once I get started, I just want to finish too, which I can't do because I don't think I can check in or anything until at least 3. So gotta slow down and relax. Force myself to. All right, packed up camp. I got a short 4-mile ride to get some breakfast. And it's still pretty early, so you gotta kill some time anyways. I can check in. We got an Airbnb in Milwaukee because there is no camping. The only camping was 13 miles south of here, which would mean I'd have to like a 40-mile ride tomorrow to get to the ferry. And if anything goes wrong, then I can't miss that. So I just figured to get to Milwaukee today and have like a short ride to the ferry. So it's gonna be really hot though. It's supposed to be like 90 some today. So I'm just gonna kind of take it casual, go get some breakfast here, stop at a park later, and have a chill day down the Wisconsin coast. Stopped for breakfast in some little Dutch tiny little town. Just like being in West Michigan. Kind of neat little town though. Now I'm headed towards Port Washington. And I don't know if there's much there or not, but it's like 20-ish. I haven't really looked. And just kind of relax there for a little bit. I think it's gonna get hot here soon. Back on the road. It's getting kind of windy, but my map took me down a trail. It's kind of nice. I don't gotta worry about cars or anything, so I can actually like listen to my headphones, kind of chill out. I got a swamp on one side, actually a railroad on the other. I feel like these trails are usually built on the old railroads, but this one's just running alongside it. So, not too bad. Just to get some miles in here, headed to Port Washington. Made it to Port Washington. Just kind of walking the break wall. I'm gonna head out there to the lighthouse. Pretty day. Kind of windy out here, but the water's super blue. We're gonna take it easy today and kind of chuck down the coast little by little. Take a little break. It's nice to have that breeze because it's supposed to be getting out of here soon, so maybe it won't. Alright, on a climb right now, but leaving Port Washington. It's actually a really neat town. Just a beach town, got ice cream, walked around. They don't have a book stop. It's a lame town, but it's really pretty. Water's super blue here. People are super nice. I'm gonna head to some dune nature center. Just as another stop along the way. Definitely warming up for sure. So finish this climb. Well, I stopped in a construction zone. Not really, they're just tearing up the parking lot. Lion's Den, conservation area of some sort. Lion's Den. It said there's Lake Michigan access, so I'm gonna try to see if I can go down to the beach for a little bit. Brought my book to read, just kind of chill out for a little while. It's pretty back here once you get away from the bulldozer. I don't really see beach access, and it's really rocky and stuff down there, but it's a beautiful view way up on the bluff. The bugs are kind of bad actually, so I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna walk this Lion's Den loop and just see what's all back here. Off the stairs and I hear the water. I'm getting close. It's pretty back here. Not a bad little beach. Good place for a cookie. Kind of a lot of like small little dead fish though and flies. I think there's a small breeze. Water's super cool. Cold. Feels good on my feet. Good little stopping place and a nice little walk to get off the bike. Enjoy this for a little bit and then hike back up the stairs, head down to Milwaukee. Leaving the Lion's Den now. Definitely getting hot. Got a couple hours from Milwaukee. So I'm just gonna start plugging away. I could check in between 3 to 5. So I gotta be there between that. It's like 2 o'clock now, so a couple hour ride. My phone's dying. It keeps trying to search for service, so I put it on airplane so I could hopefully make it there tonight without having to stop and charge. Should be all right. A few more hours. Well, my phone's on airplane mode and I missed a turn, and instead of just keeping my map up and telling me where I am off course, it recalculated so it's all blank. So I found some side streets and I'm trying to pick my way south for a couple miles and then I can pick up. Hopefully my phone will be able to connect and get there before it dies. It's gonna be close. It's all good though. Made it to the Airbnb, charged my phone, showered, now I'm at the beach. Just kind of wandering around for food a bit. Found a brewery, Eagle Park, over on Brady Ave, or just off actually. Brady Ave was super packed, slammed with people. Didn't really want to eat by myself there. So found kind of a back location for a brewery and it's pretty good. So I'm just walking the neighborhoods back now. Just been walking around the neighborhoods all morning, just kind of killing time. There are rabbits everywhere in this city, in Milwaukee. Like everywhere. At the beach, in the neighborhoods, in the middle of the city, everywhere. Very strange. Beautiful morning. Headed back to the Airbnb. I'm gonna grab all my stuff, take it down, load up the bike, and then I got about 6.5 miles through well, kind of the heart of the city, although closer to the lake, to get over to the boat. Gotta be there by 11:30 check-in, I think, for a 12:30 departure, and then head back across Lake Michigan on the other car ferry. It should be a quicker ride, about 2.5 hours, where the Badger was like 4. So, not bad. Hopefully the lake's nice and calm again. It's super nice on the way over, no waves. It's a nice day though, so it should be nice. Alright, leaving the Airbnb, headed to the ferry through town. Right ahead of me, and then sit aboard the boat. Hard to beat a biking-friendly city with paths everywhere, bike lanes on all roads, lots of bikers out, so people are looking. Pretty safe. I like it. We're right along the lake here, in the bay. Lighthouse out there. Big park. Alright, back on dry land. Muskegon, Michigan. Met a guy who's going Colorado to Boston on the boat. We started before COVID. Went from Pacific to Colorado, so he's finishing up the Trans Am. Pretty cool. It's kind of a lot of people out doing this. More than you think. Now I'm busting it back to my car. A little bit of a bigger road. It's a nice little jaunt through Muskegon Heights. Cruising though. I was hoping for a tailwind, which I did not get. But I do have no wind, and that's kind of nice. So at least not a headwind. That would kill me right now. Fresh legs, since I didn't pedal much this morning. Feels good, just cruise. It's probably super pretty back here. Trying to kind of gauge how much distance I have left. When I put it in as a walk, it said I had 41 miles, but then as a bike, 49, but that was like trying to take me down through like Muskegon, Ottawa trail system. So I kind of finagled the bike route to make it shorter, but I didn't trust the walk because I don't really want to trudge through sand again. So kind of playing it by ear. Over 10 miles in though. Be there in no time. It's pretty. $30 miles in. I think I have about 13 to go-ish. Got to stop here and just transfer water in a second. And I'm hungry. I should have stopped back there. I just don't want to waste time. So close to being done anyways. Just want to kill it. Almost there though. It's a good night. Kind of hilly, but not a headwind. Take that. Any day. Camera always hides the hills, but I'm gonna feel this one. Made my final stop for water. I actually dumped them out. I was carrying kind of a lot. Don't want the waste. I filled my water bottle. And I got less than 7.5 miles to go on the trip. So final push to the end. Feels good. It's a nice night. A buffalo and an albino buffalo. My squeaky ass chain needs to be replaced. Alright, finishing up strong. This was an awesome trip. I just saw my brother a few miles back. He drove by me, so I know I'm close. I can see the lake from right here. Beautiful trip. Boats were awesome. My heart's still with the Badger. Wisconsin roads are way better than Michigan roads. And no breaks of chain, no tire pops. Only got chased by one dog. Only got flipped off once that I know of. Everybody else is super kind. Met some sweet people. A lot of people going further than I am. Good end of the trip. Couldn't have done it without Katie's support. She helped me get the Airbnb, called me every day. Ready to be home. Back to my car, leaving. I'm gonna celebrate all these miles. I went over 200 and some. I haven't really calculated. I kept forgetting to turn my GPS on, like, until I was like a few miles in, or I didn't turn it on to go eat. So I don't know what the total mileage will be, but I'm gonna celebrate by driving 60 miles home in 60 minutes instead of 4 days of whatever I was just doing. So Good trip. Ready to shower. I'd do it again.